Do 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 do. Well, hello. I just realized my device to capture HDMI NES games broke. So you can keep me company though. I'll take that. I'll take that. Hold on. Let me get my friend up here. I'll leave him there for now. I'll leave him there. You don't want to see this guy yet. Actually, hold on. Where's my buddy? My buddy's still back here. All right. I'll bring out this guy then. There we go. How's that? Pretty good? Good, good, good. All right. Good, except for I have my top loader, and I was like, oh, I'll just use my usual thing. I always have a Super Retro Trio 3 Plus, and it's not working anymore. And I have another HDMI NES somewhere. No idea. However, it's okay. It's okay. But hello. And who else came in? Several. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. I thought about that not too long ago. Anyway, I was just cleaning a bunch of games. I'm testing out the games I just picked up in Portland. A couple other pickups from recently that I just haven't got around to testing because I usually test them um, and then put them up on Whatnot or whatever. And get that Whatnot link. So let me get you the Whatnot link since we're here. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Mm-hmm. Nope. All right. There is a link on here somewhere. Is it this one? Maybe. Okay. I don't know, I need to put a TV behind me or something so you can see what I'm doing here. I don't want to refer a seller. No, just refer my link. Orders, refer a seller. Shown. Friends? No. A few friends that are active right now. Anyway. Wow. All right. Hold on. I'm looking up something right now so I don't have access to my chat. I don't have access to my chat. I don't have access to my chart. So here we go. I'll use that one. Cool. And away we go. Hello. That is from Brazil. That is it is a Master System Mini, believe it or not. It is, yes. It is a I have my own body pillow. Someone's trying to call me. Hold on. It was the White House. No, it was my mother-in-law who's having phone issues. So she called me on her emergency cell phone, which I was like, yes, because she never uses her cell phone. I am, yeah. Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm here. Boop. There's me. If you're new to Whatnot, you get $15 first time you try. First time you win something, 15 extra bucks towards anything you see in my auction, which I'm going to do an auction tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get some of these games working. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 23 games. 23 NES games. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been testing the last games I've gotten in the last little bit, and I just haven't had a chance to actually test them before putting them on Whatnot. So I was like, well, the other ones work just fine every time I use Whatnot, or every time I just use a 1-up card a lot. And then if it doesn't work with a 1-up card, I'll come back to it later.
Is there a new way I can out?
I said 22. I said 21.3. I meant 24. So, yeah, I wish I had one of those NES analog devices. I ain't paying $500 for one though. Oh, I'm good, man. How are you feeling? So we're just gonna try, and if you hear the sound in the background, I have my TV right next to my computer, right where you can tell by this awesome high quality literal part of the webcam. But I'm using the other side of the 1-up card, and we'll see if it works. Well, now it works. These are all the games I'm testing today are all games that didn't work when I tried them earlier. But they might work now. I figured, you know what? I'm just going to hit the stream button. Can I have a box, please? A smallish box that would fit these games.
I have a box in my room.
Okay. Well, there should be one from Amazon. I mean,
I found another box.
we repurpose a lot of Amazon boxes too. So. Oh, perfect.
I don't know. It's the first box I found. Unless if you want a bigger one.
I'll take a bigger one. I don't think that'll fit. I don't think that'll fit 24 games.
It might if you put it all together.
And even my NES is starting to. It's my own fault for not just having. I don't have a game room, so if I had a game room, I'd never have to touch my devices ever. But I have to make room for what's only available in my immediate section here. How's that guy doing? Let's see if I can set him up a little bit higher here. Be a little bit closer to where I am here.
You miss him? You miss your buddy?
I miss my buddy. That's fine. Yep. Oh, hey, Theo.
Don't me to rip off the one part.
No, that's fine. That's fine. What's the one part? Oh, the address?
Yes.
If you want to. You don't have to. She's in the other room, but let me, I'm sure if she knows that you're here.
Who?
Our friend, Theo. Theo or Tio? I've heard both. It says Theodore, so. Yeah, I bet Michelle will be happy to hear from you. Yeah, Portland Retro Gaming Expo, dude. I wish you were there. Gilao was there. Chuzon was there.
Beautiful sound.
Chuzon invited me back for next year. There's a special game I might have to make for him as a special
Theo.
From Brazil. Yeah. Depending on how long you can hang out, we'll see. If she's been sick all day. She's always sick, but yeah. So. And now Rygar is working. What the dupe? All of these games weren't working a second ago. This would be the worst video ever. Yeah, dude, come to Portland Retro Gaming Expo, one of the best.
It's great.
You were there.
Yeah, I was there.
Hold that controller for me, would you? I got my own body pillow, Theo. It's this on one side and me as the ring announcer for wrestling on the other side.
Theo, you want it?
Hell yeah, you do. I'll be giving a massive side eye to anybody who actually wants one, but I did make several. Okay, so I do have music. Okay. Wish I was there. Boop. All right. Rygar's working. If not in tomorrow's stream, these will be on the next stream. So, all right. Coming up next are Arkanoid. I wish I had.
Take your time.
The controller.
Oh, got you.
Vox? What is that controller called? Arkanoid's working. Dude, all of these games weren't working a second ago.
It's because my presence is blessed.
Is that what it is? I'm blessed by your presence, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, she's been sick for like the last
ever
7 years. No. Like off and on, sure, but yeah, the last month and a half or so has just been nonstop. Who knows? Can't figure it out. The doctors just keep trying new prescriptions, and that works or not. So it's like we need a specialist or something. So we'll figure something out. Let's see if this one worked immediately. Hey, this one didn't work. All right. At this point, let me make a second stack.
I've never heard you be so happy
for it not working. Well, because before I was like,
No,
all of these games weren't working a second ago. So
Just made me
yeah,
laugh.
then we just do simple one-up card for these games again. Here you can see the reflection in my glasses. How about that?
You can always just have like a mirror right behind you.
Yeah.
Or right beside you, just to focus on that.
I know. Well, usually I have my. I'll get a hold of Ryan from Castlemania Games. He might have a. He may have another. I use the Super Retro Trio 3 Plus, so I can capture footage for NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, and it works pretty well. However, magic of the one-up card. Yeah, well, the problem is I took all of these games through a one-up card first. Ghostbusters 2 is working now.
Yeah, I like this one.
Dude, okay, so far we have one that I'll open up, and I have my Bright Boy. That's probably just all I'll use.
Do you want me to? Oh,
I already have it.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Stu, I used to stream all the time. It's always on Twitch. And I was like, you know what?
Bring it back.
Since YouTube has changed, because it used to be when streaming on YouTube first became a thing, if you streamed on YouTube, it would tank the algorithm of your long-form videos. So I stopped doing it. I've run Iron Man Super Off-Road's working now, too. All right. All of these games weren't working. Now they are. I wonder if there's the solution set. But there's still one game that wasn't working, so I might have to open that up. Bon noche. Tudo bem? Does anybody say como vai? I always heard como vai, but then when I was there, everyone said tudo bem. Which is like, all good?
Not like that static sound.
It's all good? All right? Are.
I know one word.
Are.
I know one word that they say.
What is it? Is bon dia.
Oh, that too.
Who'd be texting me? Ryan says, unfortunately, no, as far as stocking the Super Retro Trio 3 Plus. Como vai also works. All right. Like, what does the common man say?
Did you text him when you were talking?
Because I'd be like saying, it's like in American, in the United States of America, do people say greetings and salutations? It's like at a Renaissance fair. But no, they usually just say like, hey, or like, what's up? And then if you're me, you answer incorrectly every time. You're like, what's up? I'm like, pretty good. I mean, all right, Hubert's working.
Hi, Theo.
Yep. Jay's here next to me.
You don't know me, but I know you.
Yep. Como vai is like, how are you?
Okay.
So it's like very, what's it called? very polite. Yeah. Kumovaya is not that formal, but Tudabim is more common. Okay, so Tudabim's good. I'll remember that. What do you mean? What's with that face? Monopoly.
Exactly. That's the problem.
Monopoly needs a table flip button for the I'm
Yeah,
done, I'm out.
Oh, I love that.
The only response to hell is to say right. All right, Snake's Revenge.
That sounds promising.
Why is it called Snake's Revenge?
Let the snake be, bro.
What is it? What is he avenging? He won. He took down the Metal Gear. It's not even working. Okay.
Makes sense.
2 games.
That rattle?
Oh, the rattle's just a there's a small piece of plastic. I do. There's a small piece of plastic from the injection mold that sometimes breaks off, and that's what causes the rattling sound. If it's a thicker rattle, like a bigger chunk in there, then it might be one of the little parts that holds the circuit board in place, which still works. But I remember in the rental days, people were like, "Oh, this game's broken. It's rattling." It's like, no, it's not. It's just the plastic. Oh, Air Fortress working on a CRT. Ain't nothing like it because you get the twinkly stars and all that. Turok 2 in the list. Turok 2 is in the list. Is on my list. Turok 2 is on my list. It's Turok 2.
What are you on about?
Yeah, just a bunch of NES games right now. I love this game. If this game was working, I'd play some. It's not working, I won't play some. So, but if I had a, excuse you, Mr. Cuddlebutt.
He loves you.
I can bring. What is he saying? Let's see. Retron 5. No, not Retron 5. I can bring in the Retron 3. Hmm.
That's a fun mask. The
Oh, yeah.
animatronic. My bad. I'm paying attention to 3 things. 4 things?
All right.
4 things.
4 things. What's this? Qbert. Why is it here?
Because you
There.
put it there.
Oh, brilliant. Cool.
Would you like a Kool-Aid? It's all sugar.
A Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
I remember I grew up drinking Kool-Aid, and
Okay, well, if you
as a
want.
yes, please. It's probably gonna be way too sweet for me, but 3D World Runner. Well, that was it, Stu. Is I had 24 games that all were not working earlier, and then when I hit the stream button, then I realized, oh shoot, my Super Retro Trio 3 Plus is broken, so you can't even see the screen anyway. So you're just hanging out with me in the meantime. And now that I'm testing them again, they're all working, with the exception of 3 so far. So I'm gonna do these 3, and then I'll open up the ones that aren't. Dr. Scholl's mole foam. I'll have to check it out. Pro wrestling's working.
Good. As it should be.
Yeah, I don't mind mole foam. I want to get a running game. I want to get track and field working with mole foam. Dr. Scholl's. Where's the Dr. Scholl's game?
Before you open up that one, do you want to try this one?
Which one do you have?
One, but this one's already open.
Do you not want it?
No, I want that one. This one's already open for you.
Okay, then why do you want that one?
Because it's close. I did it so I'm nice.
All right, Sharkleberry Fin. I've never had this one.
It's really good.
Strawberry Orange Punch. People are very nostalgic for Sharkleberry Fin. That was after my time of drinking Kool-Aid. It's all right.
What the heck?
It's just flavored water. Little Nemo the Dream Master is working. Show the new tattoo. Yes.
Which one?
Yes. The tattoo from I can't. It's hard to bend my arms that way. Cubert there was from Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago, and then my latest one is the puka from Dig Dug. Puka puka. Yeah, I'm from the my Kool-Aid days were the early '80s. So for me, it was all Sunshine Punch, Hawaiian Punch. There was Rainbow Punch was really good, and honestly, I couldn't tell you the difference between a lot. I remember Sunshine Punch was more like what Sunny Delight is, and Mountain Berry Punch was very cool. It was like berry. It was like a deeper, thicker berry. Mystic Quest, mystery. Not I keep calling this game Mystic Quest. Mystery Quest didn't turn on. Boop. Cybernoid, not working. Okay, so we got 5 games now. Let me add some more juice. Try to clean it with Kool-Aid here.
Good.
I do love Pittsburgh. We'll see what next year goes. Next year, Pittsburgh and Retro Game Con in Syracuse they're 2 of my favorite conventions, and they're both on the same weekend. Dick Tracy
Punch.
not working.
Hawaiian Punch is good.
Hawaiian Punch is good?
Hmm?
I like Hawaiian Punch.
I'm reading the comments.
Oh. How do you see that? Oh, because you're streaming.
Yeah, I'm streaming.
Don't leave Hawaiian Punch out of the conversation.
How's
I liked the recent revelation that Hawaiian Punch doesn't get cold enough, and it always feels like there's a film on it, and it kind of does, but it is a unique flavor. Like it always tastes like you can't mix the powder enough or something. All right, this game, this is Back to the Future. We're turned on for a second, and it's definitely having some issues. Burple, it came in an expanded plastic. I do not.
Oh, yeah. Purple. It sounds familiar when I'm watching.
We used to get like fruit punch soda. I was like, it wasn't even fruit. It was like fruit punch flavored, like pop. You know. Of all the games, of course, Bases Loaded 2 works. 3D World Runner is a 5-screw.
Probably.
Well, it is. I'm looking at it. I don't think there's a difference in price. I see, pro wrestling. Because sometimes you get a 5-screw Jaws, for instance, is the difference between, $10 and $500. Or a 5-screw Goonies 5. What? No, 5-screw Goonies 2.
No, you're right.
It's like a $10 to, $50 or 60, whatever it goes for. Bugs Bunny is not working. We got those. I never know my next tattoo idea. I have a lot of favorite games, and I'll keep getting tattoos so long as I keep getting favorite games. I often just see what they have. They're the artists. They usually bring, here's what we can do. And if one of them looks good, it's like, oh, hey, I like, one of them had Animal Crossing, which you could barely see. I was like, oh, I'll do Animal Crossing. Or one of them will do, okay, Ninja Gaiden 2 is working. I see what they already have drawn, and then kind of decide from there. But like, I don't have a Mario tattoo yet. I don't have a. There's a lot of tattoos from games I don't have yet. So, and there are 2, one in particular, but there's 2 tattoo artists I've been to before, where I have like more than one of theirs, and they are more like, oh, if they're gonna be there, then I will just think of a game. Like I don't have like I'd love like Little Nemo would be high on that list. I'd love to get a Little Nemo tattoo. That may be one of my next ones. But I also want to get a Shadowgate tattoo.
I got
I don't have a that guy. Star Tropics. I don't have Star Tropics yet.
I did get a tattoo. I like it. Oh, you're done with these ones.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, if you're gonna get any of them, yeah, go for the 5-screw. Okay, Codename Viper is working. The one where he's not wearing pants.
Hey, let him be.
All right, back to these. Excuse you.
You wanted him there.
I did. I could always put him back.
You can flip it to the wrestling side.
For now. Not yet.
It's gonna RKO you.
Yeah, I have a rupee tattoo. That's my Zelda. And everybody has Triforce tattoos. It's like I don't get the same thing as everyone else. Everyone has Triforce tattoos. That's the go-to easy.
What are you looking for?
Looking for my other screwdriver. This one ain't it. I need the yellow one. This is my Genesis one.
Yellow. Lello.
Yeah.
Is it up your butt?
Why are you yelling with the caps lock? You never know. It might be fun to do, like, it's a 3-day show. So if I can find another convention happening that same day, it'd be fun to do, like, 3 conventions in each day. Like, I'll spend one day in Pittsburgh, one day in Syracuse, one day in Niagara Falls.
I
Yep.
did not like that sound.
What was the sound?
It's
The TV?
Yeah.
I can turn it off for now. Yep. Blaster Master, that'd be one. Yeah, the Hudson Bee. That might be it.
Get rid of her.
I didn't get rid of her. She's just over there.
She missed you. It could have been here.
It is not. That is a special. Well, actually, let me see that kid. There might be
Another.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Anyway, like till you find the other.
Oh, there is one.
Yep. Happy to help.
I bet this will work just fine. But where's my other? Now, where's the other part?
The screwdriver part.
Yeah. Couldn't have gone far because I use it all the time.
Up your butt.
That's true.
My butt. On your ocarina.
I've never been to Cincinnati. Been to Columbus once for Korgs, and I've been to Cleveland once for the Cleveland Expo. And I was supposed to be in Cleveland this year, but I got sick, so I had to cancel my trip. But I'm still good for next year. So as long as they do the convention next year, I'll be there next year. And where? I usually just have it right here. I have a little spot. I have a little spot for my screwdrivers and stuff. So when they're not there, I don't know where they would be.
I can't find it. No clue.
Yep. All right. Let's get this guy overboard. Goodbye.
Overboard is crazy.
It keeps falling on me, and I don't have much room to focus with all this other stuff. All right, where is, seriously now, I had 2 screwdrivers, and both of them, oh, wait, I think I see it. Yep, I see it.
Yay. Never mind the toolkit.
Yep. I will need to find that thing, yes. Screwdriver.
Screw you. Hey, I found so many things for you. Like that.
True.
Your ink.
Yeah, I do like the Cleveland Expo a lot. Looking forward to going back. Yeah, my Jaws work. I just tested a Jaws and it worked just fine. What did I just miss? Have you ever heard of Yar Kung Fu? Yes, I have. For the Famicom. Never came out in the US, but came out in the US in the arcade. The arcade version's the one I remember the most. That's where I met you with Korgs in Columbus. That's right. The year the convention AC went out. Yeah. VCF in Chicago. Yeah, I've never been to Chicago either. Believe it or not. There's a lot of places I've never been. I've never been to Las Vegas. Never been to. There's a lot of places I haven't been to. Bloop. Nope, no Fort Walton for me this year. I don't have any conventions booked for the rest until like next spring. I don't have any more conventions between now and like March. I might still show up to a convention here and there, but I'm not a guest unless I become a guest. I'm not a guest at any more conventions between now and like next year. But I still just may show up because I have done that before in the past. But I was just in Portland. I mean, I've done plenty of conventions this year alone, so it's not like I'm hurting for conventions. I like them a lot. I just love to travel and love to see what's out there, and I love seeing people. Even the people I see online. In Fort Walton, the one in Fort Walton is amazing. Such a chill, cool, you know, in a paradise resort hotel kind of thing. So it's definitely worth checking out if you're in the area. But I don't know. I've been there twice. Loved both times. I'll go again. One of these times, maybe. Right. Let's give it a shot. That is much cleaner now than it was before. I forgot the game even was. Oh, I gotta turn this thing back on again. Ha. Next time you go to MGC, you should stay in the. Nope. I just want to go to Chicago. No, they Midwest Gaming Classic is one of the conventions that books my flight for me. So, but sometime I'll go to Chicago. I know they have a convention there. I have friends there. I just never been. Capri Sun is like the worst ever. No, it's Kool-Aid anyway. So, yay! All right, we got whatever this game was working. What was it again? There you go. Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle is now working. Yeah, I have a feeling all of these are going to be bright boyable. But I got time. I am very unconventional, though. I'll give you that. Yeah, there is a horror con. Yep, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's my favorite convention, my personal favorite convention. I like Portland a lot, and Too Many Games is really good too. I mean, I like every convention I've been to. I can find positive things. I might do a video on that. Here are my favorite things about every convention I've been to. Because every convention has its own charm, its own whatever. Yeah, if you're into pinball, Midwest Gaming Classic is the convention to go to. Portland is good for pinball. They have a lot of the local arcades that bring in pinball machines. Midwest Gaming Classic has like Stern there, who brings in like the newest machines or whatever. And they have like a homebrew pinball section. Good lord. Where's my hat? It's somewhere. Oh, it's on top of my TV. On the other, it fell off the back of my TV. I was like, I know I have it somewhere. I have hats for sale. Those are on my Etsy, but I don't want to wear those. You don't want my junk in your hat, says the guy who has his own body pillow. All right, Back to the Future. That's the name of this game. Have you been to an online convention? I did. I was um there was a couple of them that I hosted panels. However, you can host panels online. Um, but for the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, I did a panel with that during the summer, and there was another one. I forgot what it was. But I was like, oh yeah, I can do something online for that. So I did. I've been dressed in cosplay. I've been dressed in my Robotnik cosplay. I forgot which convention that was though. But the answer is yes. Yeah, not a lot did that, but a couple of them did. A couple of them did it for a couple years. Like there's like, you know, even 2002 was too soon for some conventions, or 2001, I should say, when it was still like you could have a convention, but a lot of people just still weren't ready. But happy to help. Back to the Future is working. All right. Where is that unmistakable, the sped up version of Huey Lewis in the News? Hey, J Rod. All right. Got a few more to go here. Yeah, but I'm no Jim Carrey. Yeah, I don't think anybody actually likes the Back to the Future game on the NES. But it came out during a time where it's just one of those games where it's like, oh, Back to the Future, I'll play that. Do 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 do. I'm not planning on being at SAC Gamers Expo this year. Um, like I said earlier, and maybe you weren't here earlier. Not that it matters either way. Um, I attend a bunch of conventions. I get invited, so I come out, host a panel sometimes. Just be there in general, talk about it, do videos on it, buy stuff, whatever. And just because I'm not invited to a convention still doesn't mean I can't go, obviously. And I like to attend usually a couple of conventions every year that I'm not a guest. I just show up. Now, if I just show up and they find out I'm going to be there, and then they reach out and say, "Hey, since you're going to be here anyway, would you like to host a panel? Would you like to have a table to sell your items?" Then I usually take them up on that because that's what can help offset the cost of me. Because again, it wasn't me reaching out to them saying, "Hey, pay for my plane ticket and all that." But if I'm going to go there anyway, and then they're like, "Hey, since you're going to be here anyway, can we at least get you a table, or do you want to host a panel, whatever?" I'm happy to help. And then selling stuff is what helps offset the cost of booking my own plane ticket. And especially if I'm paying for it and not using miles, depends on the price. If the price is super cheap, and usually flights out of my airport are not cheap, but every once in a while prices will be like, you know what? I'll save my miles for another time, and I'll just pay for this. Then yes. So And I did that. I was not a guest last year at SAC Gamers Expo, but I had a couple friends that were. I was like, oh, well, if they're going to be there, I'm going to show up too. So I did. And then one of my friends who was a guest doesn't even sell anything, but they gave him a table, so I just took his table. That worked out pretty well for me. And I had a great time, but that was, again, last year for SAT Gamers Expo. So, since I covered my own flight last time, probably won't go there this time by myself, but um, I don't know. I haven't been to Retropalooza in a while. I was talking about that not too long ago, so I might show up. I'm not booked to be there, and I know Jay, the guy who runs Retropalooza, and I reached out to him and I said, yeah, you know what, I might, I may just show up and hang out. Hello again. So, little bright boy, little one-up card. Yeah, Jaws on NES ain't bad. Once you know what you're doing, it's just like it's like ET for the 2600. I unironically like ET for the 2600 because if you know how to play it, it's a pretty decent game, I think. However, like Jaws, it's like you just want to fight the sharks, right? Or shark, I should say. But you keep your boat keeps crashing. You have to keep on collecting shells. And you're just like, this is dumb. I'm shooting crabs. I want to shoot sharks. Dick Tracy working. So far, they're all working.
Yeah.
Got 5 games to go. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm so glad you can count, buddy.
Yay!
You get a gold star.
I'll take the gold star. If you work with guys who make airplanes, you should fly. You should be more confident than anyone about how protective and safe they are. I mean, it's like with all the computer stuff. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on which. I mean, if he's working for Spirit Airlines, then sure. Then I wouldn't fly either.
All right. Love that little disc. That does not look like how it used to look back in the day when I was a little kid.
It's the same gloop.
I swear it was more white back.
Oh, it probably was. I just need to shake it up, maybe.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, well, and anymore, I don't even go for the shopping for games. I'll look, but I just like to go and hang out.
Conventions or?
Yeah, I need less stuff in my life.
Yeah. It's all right.
That's why I keep buying stuff to remind myself how much I don't need.
Gotcha. But you can do stuff like this and then sell it.
That's true.
So.
Yep. For people who can't go to conventions.
Exactly.
I'll get the cheap games and bring them to you. Cybernoid working.
Are you ever scared that when you do that's just not going to come back out?
The circuit board?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. Oh, it is Sprint. Well, yeah. Okay. It's even funnier. Did you know the guy that made the Z SNES was Canadian? And it's actually Z SNES. I know, just like the ZX Spectrum. Or, yeah, ZX Spectrum instead of ZX Spectrum. I was like, oh, that makes sense, because we're probably the only country that calls Z Z. But if it is the letter Z, then we call it whatever it is in our native language. If you wanted it called ZX Spectrum, or they wanted it called didn't want it to be called ZS SNES or whatever, then he would have called it Z without the Z. Just literally typed in Z. Nasticles, that's the way to go. That was my first Nintendo emulator. And I was blown away that I could just play every game on my computer.
No, look at where the
I know.
world is.
If I would have had like a computer back when I was a kid and accessed like the library of every NES game ever, that would have been insane. But no.
You know, that reminds me of a song. And it always will.
Which one?
From the Epic the Musical.
But no.
With Poseidon. When he said,
Am I gonna sing it?
No.
Sing it.
Nar. Nar, nar, nar. But it's the part where he's talking about how Odysseus stabbed the sun in the eye, but didn't kill him.
Oh.
That part?
Okay.
But like the way that you said it reminded me of that.
But no.
But no. A little Britishness to it.
So much Britishness.
Not that much Britishness.
Yeah. I'm also planning a UK trip next year too.
Can I go?
French does too. Oh, there you go. See, a lot of people say Z.
Z for Z.
There's no D in the letter Z.
There's also no E in the letter Z, but we still say Z, which is like Z-E. If you really think
Well, you gotta have
it,
a vowel sound in there somewhere.
If you really
I suppose it could be
about
called Xi. Yeah, sure.
There's A, and then B, B.
Do they all have an E sound?
D, E, F. No, not F.
Well, because F ends with a closed teeth. G, H. Yeah, H as in he.
H.
I.
But H.
J, K, L.
No, H.
M.
It has like an A in it. H. You know, if you really think about it the way I think about things.
Or H if you're British.
if you go into my mind, you'll see how I see the world, and it's fun colors. Like this pink. I'm drinking this so then I can clean my room. And then find my earbuds, hopefully.
Is that where they are?
Nope. No clue. But might as well clean my room and find out.
Yeah, I gotta clean up this spot behind me too, since I'll be home for a while. Well, of course English is correct. They invented the language. I love Utah. Utah Retro Game Expo is also one of my favorite expos. Ever. Except for coming up this next year, there's like 3 things happening that same weekend. Utah Expo, same weekend as Long Island, same weekend as wrestling. So if I go to Long Island, I can't go to wrestling. If I go to Utah, though, I can go to wrestling because Utah, the Utah Expo is not on Sunday, thanks to it being Utah and Mormons.
Hey, perfect.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did this year.
Mm-hmm.
Did the convention that day, and then flew back.
I remember.
Flew back Saturday night, and then
woke up hella early.
Then went to wrestling the next day.
Yeah.
Europe.
I like wrestling.
I do too.
Yeah, it's a good sport.
RC Pro-Am. I make there's a hack out there that I make copies of called OJ Pro-Am where you drive the white Bronco instead. And people always look at it and laugh, and sometimes they'll take a picture, sometimes they'll buy one. But usually they just look at it and laugh. That's good enough for me. What are you doing?
Seeing if you have it.
Oh, I don't have it there.
Okay. Karate Kid.
I only made a couple of them for Portland, and they all sold.
Oh, good.
Well, one guy bought some for his store.
Gotcha.
So that's right. It is literally the same bottle of Bright Boy. Ever since I very first got it, yeah. I really should. Uh-oh.
Can I try?
This one is... Yeah, you can. Oh, I really want this one to work. This is Mendel Palace. I love Mendel Palace. Here you go. What do you want to try?
My own thing.
Okay. You try your own thing. All right.
I love how you...
OJ Pogs never have. Do. Yeah, there's a lot of games by Rare on NES, but they're all from developed by Rare, but published by Nintendo, published by Tradewest, published by Game Tech, published by Milton Bradley, all depending on
It.
it. Yeah, all depending on who's releasing the game, which is what happens. It's like LJN. Everyone knocks on LJN. It's like, oh, not LJN. It's like, well, no, LJN is just they just distribute the game. They published LJN published the game, but they didn't make it, which isn't entirely true. LJN did make a couple. I think LJN developed. LJN may have developed TNC Surf Design. I think that was one of theirs. I think they had a few others too. Yeah, Atlas made some great games. I mean, they did finally make games under the Atlas label, like Widget, and what was that one? Wacky Races. But yeah, I mean, Atlas made Friday the 13th. What?
My favorite word. Friday the 13th.
Your favorite word?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, this cart is grungy.
Hey, it's just like me.
Grungy?
Uh-huh.
Good lord. Look how dirty the scheme is. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Where's the cart? Here it is.
I can only hear the high frequency in one of my ears.
Oh, good. Oh, it's Jay. Jay's in the background.
Hi. Started drinking Red Bull.
It's okay. I don't know how you can.
Hi immediately.
I don't know how you can drink that stuff.
Um.
Probably the same reason I can drink.
Beer.
Yeah, maybe. I don't drink beer every day though.
Why'd they asking?
Oh, just asking who's in the background.
Oh.
Snake's Revenge works. That sucks, but at least it works.
Yep.
I need to look up the import version of. Did Snake's Revenge come out in Japan? Maybe not. There's a couple games that don't have a title screen. I wonder if it was just easier for them to delete the title screen than to translate it. And Snake's Revenge is one of those that has a spot for a big graphic, and then it's like press start at the very, very bottom. It's like, really? You're not gonna utilize that area? Yeah. Oh, dude, I used to have I had I think 3 TNC Surf Design shirts during that era, and I wore them all the time. It was just a brand. There's a.
So kind of like Zoomies.
Yeah, but it had there's some cartoon characters on them sometimes, and
okay, got you.
Yeah, it was. I think it was something that represented was it a California thing? Yeah. Here I am in Washington State. We have all the what's it called? Bigfoot.
Yep.
Yeah. I think this weekend was Bigfoot Con too. Now that I think about it. No, we went last year.
It was something. All right, so that game paints you.
Lame sauce. This is one I really want to see working. I love Mindle Palace. That was one I discovered late too. That's when I was like, I don't get it.
With the.
Then a friend of mine was like, "Oh yeah, Sneak Rattle and Roll. That was rare."
Is there anything with the
published by Nintendo?
that I need to look out for to see if it's wrong?
I mean, you could look for capacitors to see if they're blown. I think we would have known as soon as we opened it up. Sometimes they're bulging out, but also with the top loader, you can play a game without a capacitor in it. The top loader usually helps with not that.
Damn, 1989.
What do you mean 1989? Damn.
Hey.
That wasn't too long ago.
Okay.
That was the best year for Nintendo. Was 1989.
Is that the
What?
only year?
Was it the only year? No, Nintendo came out in 1985. For everyone, it was 86. 1983 or something like that for Famicom. Yeah, 1989, 1990 were the best years for NES. And still decent in 91, but that's when it started you could kind of see the writing on the wall when Super Nintendo was coming out and things were changing. It's like, well, was fun while it lasted,
Does
Nintendo.
it matter
Imagine the best years being just a specific time frame.
Does it matter if one of the teeth is a little crooked than any of the other ones? Or?
Usually not, but I'll have a look. Maybe that's
Okay.
what you're looking for.
I'm like, there's one of them that's
Yeah. Oh, arcades were the best.
crooked. Arcades are always the best.
Dash Galaxy and the Alien Asylum.
I like.
That's a name.
I like the one pinball. There we go.
You like pinball?
Mm-hmm. I like it when they have it at conventions.
Me too.
Because I play it.
Yep.
The free play?
Pittsburgh has lots of pinball. Midwest Gaming Classic has lots of pinball. What's the other one?
PRGE.
Yeah, Portland Retro Gaming Expo has lots of pinball.
That's the one I played at.
Yep. Oh, the Louisville Arcade Expo has lots of pinball. Louisville Arcade Expo and Free Play Florida are two conventions that are amazing, but the people who go there are totally there for the arcade and not like the guests and stuff. But man, I had a good time at both of those conventions. I would love to go back someday. Oh, retro game. You know what's funny? I'm usually so busy with not retro game con. I'm usually so busy at retro game con that I don't get a chance to play the games as much as some of the other conventions. I barely played anything in Portland this year just because I was too busy again with Portland and stuff. Yeah. Well, sometimes I'll even show up like early just to walk around and. Yeah. But this year I was like.
They had a Phantom of the Opera one.
That was pretty gross. But thank you.
Yeah, they had a Phantom of the Opera one. When I played that one.
Phantom of the Opera.
Pinball.
Interesting. This game is not working.
I liked it.
What is this game? Bump and Jump. I was gonna say it's got to be an older game, just by looking at it.
Bump and Jump.
Bump and Jump. Yeah, I played this. I remember playing this at the in the arcade. There used to be a place called Burger Ranch.
How old? I know Burger Ranch.
Yeah, but they had one on 16th where the college is now.
Got you.
The college is still there, but before they expanded, there was a place for a Burger Ranch. There was a place for a tavern. Where I remember telling myself, as soon as I turn 21, I'm going to go to that tavern.
No, you fucking didn't.
And I totally didn't. And I think it was even still there when I was 21. And I was just like, yeah, I don't want to go there.
Need to.
Yeah.
I like that little squeak sound it did.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Yeah, it's just little tattoos, little by little.
I got a tattoo at the last one.
You sure did. Yeah. There we go.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Two of them that don't want to work. Should I find the soldering?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I know where it is.
It's just in the white pantry, the cabinet.
Yep. The white pantry.
I know, which is
yes.
Yeah. Well, I know. Well, it's funny because I bought that cabinet when we lived in a place that didn't have a pantry. So I was like, I'll get one of these, and it'll be a good thing to hold the crock pot, the rice cooker, the stuff that we're using when we're not using it. Yeah. Then I came here and still have it, and then we already have a big ass pantry. I was like, well, I could just put this up against the wall too. Well, yeah, it's where my shipping supplies are for people who buy stuff online. I'm going to do another Whatnot tomorrow, actually. I was just prepping for one. If you're new to Whatnot, it's an online auction app that I'm selling a bunch of I'm trying to I'm slimming down my collection significantly. But use my link that I just put in the chat, and you'll get, if you are new to Whatnot, you'll get $15 towards anything that shows up in my stream.
Where did I put it?
I'll take it.
Okay.
All right. I got 2 games I'm going to try resoldering. That'll be my contribution. Oh no, one of the screws fell out.
I'll find it.
Buff.
I can get a magnet.
What happened to the power?
I don't know.
All right.
Do you need it?
Well, yeah, to turn it on.
I don't know.
Jeez, all my stuff's falling apart. Again, it would make sense if I had a warehouse, but guess what? I don't have a garage. I don't have storage. We just have what we have in this place, and we make the most of it.
Yeah.
We make do with what we got.
I've been living a good life.
No, it's comfortable. It's good for us.
What does it look like?
What does what look like?
The thing that you're missing.
The power button?
Yeah.
Oh, it's still working. It's just
okay.
on the side of this device. There's like a power on, power off, and I guess it's stuck in the power on button. Well, I'm glad it's stuck in power on because that way you just plug it in to heat it up.
There's the raffle. I don't know if you needed that or not.
I do not.
Okay.
Not yet, anyway.
I just remember growing up.
This game here is CN-ROM. Yep, CN-ROM. And this game here is an SL-ROM. What is this one?
Yes.
TL-ROM.
How do you tell?
It'll tell you. I got on the circuit board. TL-ROM.
Oh, okay.
Different games have different circuit boards to make them work.
Got you.
TL-ROM is one of the bigger ones. TL-ROM is what they use for like Mario 3, like the bigger games that don't use battery.
I remember when I was younger, I wanted to help you fix a game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, and then I just blew on it and then put it in. Worked.
For now.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Hello. Hey, Zero Cool. Well, what's good? I had a whole stack. I had 24 Nintendo games that weren't working. I was like, you know what? I'm going to click the old stream button and see what happens. 24 games. Well, as it turns out, about 17 of those, maybe 15 of those, worked just fine when I tried them again. The other ones, use the Bright Boy, clean them up. They worked just fine. All of them except for 2. So I'm heating up the soldering iron right now. Yeah, just Nintendo games.
How's the Fruity Pebble?
Remember, slushies still exist, my friend. Maybe they don't call them slushies anymore.
They do.
Okay, there you go.
I call them slushies.
Oh, there you go.
There's also Slurpee, which is another.
Yeah, well, Slurpee is 7-Eleven.
I don't know.
Yeah, because there's ices, and then slushy, and then like icy, slushy, Slurpee, and then like Italian ice, which is like
I like Italian ice.
Italian ice is like if you took a Slurpee and put it through a filter, so it's just like the cleanest of all flavored ice, and it's amazing. And we don't have it here in the Northwest. That's one of the things I look out for whenever I go to like New Jersey or something. Or Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has a Pittsburgh has a Rita's.
I'm gonna serenade them as we wait.
You're gonna serenade them?
No, you. Do you want to?
Am I? Welcome to Riggs. Thank you. Appreciate that, kind sir.
You also have the nose whistle.
I do have the nose whistle. I'll take both. What game? Give me a video game, and I'll play it on my nose whistle. Well, I'm still waiting for this. I'm still waiting for this thing to heat up. Yeah, that was my 7-Eleven. I mean, 7-Elevens now have like 6 or 8 flavors, but growing up, 7-Eleven always had 2 flavors, and one was always Coke. I was like, no, I don't. If I wanted to drink Coke, I'll just have a Coke. Waiting for lime, but they'd have like strawberry, cherry, whatever.
Lime.
Yeah, Pittsburgh has Rita's. I didn't go there this year. I didn't. The last 2 years in a row, I would go to Pittsburgh and then hang out for an extra day or two just because I like the area. And Squirrel Hill, yeah, there's like that. There's a that French pastry place. There's that CD exchange, like game exchange place. There was a dumpling place. There was Rita's Ices, or whatever they're called. Do Bloody Tears. I don't even know if I can play this anymore. Bloody Tears. Is Bloody Tears the first one, Castlevania 1? I'll try to do Castlevania 1. To Top Gun.
Get it?
Try. It's hard to do it while I'm smiling. And those higher notes, the higher notes use more air. It's literally just with this thing. You exhale through your nose, and then your mouth is the instrument.
I
Anyway.
like seeing the bar.
Oh, the volume
Yeah.
thing. Still waiting for my soldering iron to heat up. It's an older soldering iron, so it's gonna take some time. That's pretty good. Let's see if I can do my Zelda song. Nope. I lost it already. I already didn't win.
Well, if you ever want an alto saxophone to
I do
serenade
not know how to.
sleep,
I do not know how to play the alto sax. I wish I did.
I could teach you a little bit of Happy Birthday.
I could probably figure out Happy Birthday.
That's how I'm learning.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just self-taught.
I'm about as good as Happy Birthday on the violin.
Hey, not bad though.
Yeah,
Better than
I do like the violin. That was my dad's instrument, so I just kind of
found my instrument. Alto sax. Or drums. I can find out how to play drums.
she just had to play them very slowly.
Or I can play it like Animal.
I bet there's a lot of drummers.
Drum.
I bet there's a lot of drummers today who started drumming just because of Animal.
Oh, trust me, I would. I thought about it. I'm like, nope, that's just too much waste of.
You could dress up like Animal.
Hell yeah. I already have the hair for it.
There
Look, orange and messy. Perf.
you have it.
I dress punk.
So, and then this year also, Midwest Gaming Classic is on the same weekend as another convention.
Alright, I'm gonna go
So lots of
clean
options.
my room.
I don't think this is going to work with this game.
Boo! How dare it? My bad.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Animal is the best. Is Jane the retro? No, they get it. They know they're aware of it because they grew up with me. But they don't really play video games at all. Yeah, well, I had all these games. I was like, you know what? I gotta clean these. I was in the middle of cleaning these games anyway, and I was like, you know, I'll just go live on here. I've done it before on Twitch. I could do it on whatnot. Just do like live whatnot, like. But I was like, oh, you know what? And that way on whatnot, if it works, then I just put it up for auction. But I'll do it here. I know a lot of people at conventions are like, oh, I like it when you fix broken video games. I'm like, YouTube says otherwise, because those videos don't do as well as most of my other videos. But they're still worth doing, I think. So with the live feed, we'll give it a shot here. The grounding pins are always the worst. Oh, I know. I miss Jello pudding pops. They got to bring them back. They brought them back for like a little bit. Good lord, how long ago? 15 years ago, something like that. And they were okay. They weren't the same, but they were still good. Thanks for not doing this on Whatnot. Yeah, well, it was just an idea. I was just like, well, got some games laying around, and I guess there's nothing stopping anyone from just making their own pudding pop too. I don't know if it was a cost thing, but and if you ever reach out to the company, companies give you a canned response of, oh, the reason things are being pulled off the shelf is because they weren't selling as well. I was like, I promise you, people were still buying Jello pudding pops. Now the Jello gelatin pops probably not as much. I will agree to that. Did not work. However, the Jello pudding pops. It doesn't have to be Jello, just any like snack, whatever. The one snack company, they can. Yep, Big League Chew still exists. Do. I do not have a pet. I have children. That is enough. Yeah, well, that's the thing is they don't need Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton. That's even funnier. Bill Cosby. He was just the spokesperson for him. He wasn't like. He wasn't the one who invented them or anything like that. But how hard is it to really fix some of these carts? It's I don't know. I'm not. I'm like the game's already broken. I ain't gonna break it further. So for me, I just solder in the points. Usually this kind of thing hasn't worked for me a lot with NES games, mostly Game Boy. But I was like, since it's already here, I'll try it just to say I did. I could do a board swap and stuff like that too, but find a game that's not as desirable. Like for Bump and Jump could be, I don't know, Champion Bowling. I'm sure there's a sports game that's a CH-ROM. Duck Hunt? Oh, no, World Class Track Meet by itself would be one. Stadium Events is a CH-ROM, so we could grab a Stadium Events and replace the ROMs to get Bump and Jump working again. That's fine by me. Yeah, just takes a hot soldering iron, touching the solder points on the ROMs. You'll feel it melt, and then you just pull away from it. Hopefully, just hopefully, that's all it takes. East Texas. Yeah, it's a steady hand. I'm not as cool as that the turkey shooter guy from the Olympic shooter from Turkey. But it's all good. Mac Rider did work, yes. Bump and Jump did not. So, Bump and Jump and Mindle Palace. Love Mindle Palace. Boop. Oh, did I get it mixed up? Sure as hell did. Where is my Bump and Jump? Oh, here it is. Got this one, the wrong one. Yeah, have you noticed that the older I've noticed that in my town, like the farm and feed type stores also have old timey candy and stuff. Not old timey like shoe button candy, but I mean, you know, the kind of candy bars that you don't necessarily see at all stores anymore. And I don't know why, but here we are. Yeah, I wish they still made Smurfberry Crunch. But then they changed Smurfberry Crunch to something that wasn't the same. I know, I love Mindle Palace. And that was what I discovered late. That's a game I really, really like and never played it growing up. I didn't discover it until later in life. Like, there's a few Nintendo games that were that way. Like, just games that I never saw at my rental store. None of my friends had them. And that's how I played games. I either rented them or my friends had them. I could play them at their house or borrow them or whatever. It's unfortunate. So, but yeah, Mindle Palace was one of those, and just didn't really see it in magazines, but discovered it later. I love it. Bump and Jump. I'm not even going to try it again. I already tried it too many times. But we still got a lot working. We got most of them working. Got 22 games working. That's not bad. Mostly was just cleaning them. Which works for me. If I could just clean them and get the same outcome, I'm down. I was printing off some labels for my Whatnot stream tomorrow. There's my Whatnot stream. That's my referral link. You get $15 extra. But I am streaming on Whatnot tomorrow. I'll put that link in here too. Let me just find it first really quick. Let me look. Let me look see. I've seen the Zelda randomizers. I've never tried them though. I really should though. So this I'm streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow just afternoon. Like 12. I think I have my thing for set for like 12:22 or something stupid. And it's just going to be a bunch of cheap Nintendo games. Here it is. I can always change the I'm going to change the thumbnail right now too. Not there. Where is it? Here it is. Boop, boop. All right. There's my Whatnot link. I don't know if you're just able to click on it from there. You must get Bump and Jump working, John. I have another Bump and Jump. I'll leave it for later. I'll look at it later. This was more of a I'm just cleaning these. I mean, all of them should have worked, really. The fact that two of them didn't, I'm like, come on. Did the person sell them to me like not check them to make sure they were working first? Or that's always why I want to see them myself. I want to make sure. I want to see them. I want to see. I want to see that they're working with my own eyes. Lame sauce. Yeah, waffleos. That's one I haven't heard from in a while. Yeah, I love the blueberry waffleos. Yep, I have three empty boxes of the Nintendo cereal system that I forgot to bring with me to Portland. I'm gonna keep one for myself, and the other two, um, just forgot to bring them. So I'll save them for the next convention. That's how that works. Well, damn. Well, for next time, I got to make sure I get a Nintendo that has some kind of HDMI. Yes, they have retro tinks. I don't have a retro tink anymore. My retro tink broke. Yep. And Quisp, you could have bought. I have a box of I have a it's an empty box of Quisp. But Quisp was still for sale up until a couple of years ago or something through Amazon. You had to pay a premium for it, but it was still you could still buy it. And I swore King Vitamin was the same way, but I was never able to actually grab a box of that. Not that I needed. Well, let me double check Amazon. Let me double check Amazon. Amazon. Nope. Quisp. Probably not. Nope. No more Quisp. I am curious to try the Canadian Sugar Crisp. Canadian cereal is always good. Cereals from the UK are great too. Man, I love Shreddies. We don't have Shreddies here in the US. Yeah, Quisp was it was just like a flattened, I don't know, like a flattened Cap'n Crunch kind of thing. But yeah, I don't have the. Yep, I still have an Ecto Cooler somewhere. It's usually just like right there behind me. So oh, there it is. Yeah, on my on my arcade Ecto Cooler. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna drink it. All good cereal. Okay, that I think will do it for me for now. But thanks for hanging out. I mean, again, I started streaming when I realized, oh shoot, my thing doesn't work for capturing footage because usually I like to have the window up in the corner. I mean, usually I'll be in the corner, and then the gameplay will do the talking. Um, but I forgot I didn't have that, so you just got to look at me and all 5 pixels of me with this built-in webcam. Lame sauce. I know it. Yeah. Look at the cereal I have now. A lot of cereal I probably won't even eat. I have the Squid Game cereal. I have the honeycomb. I mean, not it's not like our honeycomb, but it's that Korean cookie um, Squid Game cereal from the UK. It was a UK store exclusive. I forgot which store it was. It wasn't Sainsbury's. It was somewhere though, but I had to import that. I don't know. Toy stuff up there. Yep. Always, always. All right. I'm gonna head out. Thank you much, and I'll do another video soon. I don't know what to do. I do have a box of Game Boy games I found the other day, so I might just do a like here's a box of Game Boy games I found. Now I just gotta get back in the regular routine of habit of things, but we'll see you at some convention sometime perhaps. Good luck. Yep. Oh, we have the Stranger Things cereal at our store. It's Eggos with marshmallows. It's good. It's just its own thing. Yeah, I don't actually eat the cereal. That's the trick. Is I like cereal, but the cereal I eat is not Lucky Charms. You know what I mean? It's this. I mean, I'm more of a. I like Frosted Mini Wheats, all right, but I mean the Cheerios protein, the protein Cheerios cereal. Like I don't know. Yeah, I don't eat a ton of cereal. Believe it or not, I'm nostalgic for it. That's how that works. Yep. I know I might have a bowl of cereal. I'm looking at my cereal now. might might have a quick bowl of something.